Hello everyone and welcome to a Friday edition of Cinnamon Stitches. Can you please gallop back? That's not yours. He's very interested in this. I came by to show you something I ordered. Benjamin, Benny, what is this? What is that? What is that? Alright. I have empty boxes on the floor that once had food in them from the Happy Meal video. I probably need to get rid of because he's going to dig in there at some point thinking there's food still in there and there's not. So, alright, this is not Happy Meal. I mean, it's Happy Meal in the sense that it makes me happy. I haven't even opened it yet. I ordered this. Now, what is this? This came all the way from the other side of Canada. And by the other side of Canada means I'm not in Canada. But when I think of Canada, I think of where I grew up. Because I grew up, if you don't know, Michigan is the state that looks like a mitten. And this might be backwards to you, but it looks the correct way to me. Because I'm looking at the back of my hand. So technically it would be like that for me. But either way, I cannot predict what direction it's going to be on in the camera. So I'm just going to do it the way I do it. Okay, so Canada is like this and all up here. And I grew up in Michigan. And I grew up right here, and Canada was right here. So I'm like right here, and Canada's here. There. The Detroit River runs through here. I wasn't on the river, but I was on one side of the river. Canada was on the other side of the river. So when I equate Canada, I usually think of like Ontario, Toronto, that kind of area. Montreal. I don't think of like the West Coast. I've never been to the West Coast of Canada. I've never even been to the northern west coast of the United States. I've been to northern California, and I've been to Idaho. I have not been to Washington or Oregon. So that's what I mean by the other side of Canada. This traveled down to California from British Columbia. Then it went up to like Wisconsin or something weird like that. It was all over the map. Okay, she's been traveling for a little bit. Now, what is this? I have not seen this, and I'm gonna tell you right off the bat. Okay, I'm friends, and I say that word means a lot to me because this year I have discovered who a friend actually is and who is not a friend. Especially in the YouTube world. I'm just going to say that, okay? I have seen some people's true colors this year, and Sandy has from day one, like, had my back. And I'm talking about Sandy from Crochet A Canada. If you don't know who she is, I will link her below. But I'm also going to share in the community tab a video that I have not watched yet because I wanted to be surprised. So Sandy has been on her own adventure, and some of our things kind of cross paths. Now, Sandy is a self-proclaimed empath, as am I. And if you don't know what that is, it's a spiritual thing. We feel spirit, and this is not, for me, it's different. I think for me, I feel it or believe it a little differently than she does because we have different spiritual beliefs, which is totally fine because I support everything and everybody. We know that on this channel. But for both of us, the same type of thing is that we can kind of sense other people's intentions really easily. We can sense people's motives really easily. We can feel your emotions before you say a single word to us. And that's part of being an empath, you know. She emailed me one time, and this was, I think it was about 2 years ago. And I didn't know she was an empath at the time. I didn't know she had like a deeper connection with energy and spirit and like all of that. I do, but I don't say it because people think you're crazy when you say that. Automatically, like, what is wrong with her? She's nuts. Because if you have not experienced it, you don't understand it. And it's normal to think that sounds crazy, okay? With that, do I think I'm special or extraordinary? No. It's just a gift / curse that I have been bestowed upon because I feel things much deeper. I'm more sensitive to other people's emotions and motives, and I can spot a liar 5 miles away because I can feel that their energy is off like 100 times 100 times. Mr. Cinnamon even, he doesn't understand it. He thinks I'm nuts. I'm gonna be real honest. She emailed me a couple years ago, and I was going through a rough patch, and she emailed me and she's all, are you okay? I just have a feel. Like, she is all the way on the other side of the world from me. Like, not technically, but from one border to the other border of the United States is 3,000 miles. So she's that so far and further because she's way up north, you know? She's probably 4,000 miles away from me. I haven't mathed that out, but I'm gonna assume she's about 4,000 miles away from me. She's really far away from me. She's like, I can just feel like something is wrong with you. And I didn't say anything on my channel, and my channels were loaded ahead of time. So like what I was feeling in that moment was not evident to anyone. And she emailed me out of the blue and she's all, I'm an empath and I can feel something's off with you. Are you okay? I'm really worried about you. And I'm like, well, I'm okay today, but maybe my energy took a while getting to you because last week I was not okay at all. I was not okay. And she just sensed that, you know. And ever since then, we don't talk very often. We email each other occasionally. It's not like we talk all the time, but she just has always had my back. And there has been quite a few things that have come up, and she has just snapped in and like, oh, we're not doing that to Jennifer. We're not treating Jennifer like crap. We're not, none of that. And she has always had my back. And am I deserving of that? I don't know. I'm just grateful that she sees my true intention. She sees who I truly am. And she always, like, you know, well, she's on her own journey herself. Like, she had a store that she made a store in this cute little downtown area. I've been following her whole journey, and I've been watching the ups and downs she had with that. And I'm watching how she closed her shop and like the toll it took on her, but the relief she had from it. And I understood that because I have been there. When my photography business, I had to make the choice to walk away from it. Like, it felt like it was going to destroy me. And then when I finally emotionally decided to let go of it, it was freeing. And so I understand all of the emotions and stuff she's feeling in regards to her shop and everything that has gone on the past year. And neither one of us comment on each other's video, but I'm going to tell you, when Sandy uploads, I watch it that day. Almost 100% of the time. If I don't watch it that day, I watch it within the next couple of days when I have a minute. Because she's just one of those people that I enjoy watching. And sometimes I yell at her because, like, what are you doing? I do. My kids are like, why are you watching her if you're yelling at her? Because she irritated me. She shouldn't have did that. And it's something stupid. Like, she did something to hurt herself. And you guys do the same thing to me. So you already know where we're going with this, right? Why are you doing that? Why are you punishing your own self? Why? Like, I yell at her. She yells at me too, but sometimes she yells at me in her videos. She straight up calls me out. She's like, listen, Jennifer, come on now. She also, when I found out I had diabetes, she sent me a very personal video with Anchor, and it was a private video only. I could view it on her YouTube, and she sent it to me because she wanted me to know that she was in it with me. She also has diabetes, and I was devastated by that news. I was absolutely devastated by that news. And this was a year and 10 months ago now I've had diabetes, because it was in January, but it wasn't this past January. So it's about a year, almost 2 years I've been diagnosed with diabetes. I've been fighting it hard. Right now, I'm struggling with my diabetes. I am. It's not high, but it's a little bit elevated, and we're just trying to get everything. And I think it's because everything that has gone on this year, and I'm not taking as good care of myself as I need to. And, like, you know, I've been slipping a little bit. But we're still fighting it. We're still fighting it. And that video meant so much to me because I was so broken when I got that diagnosis. Like, I couldn't have been more hurt if I was told I had cancer. Because to me, diabetes was a death sentence. And I watched somebody, like, poison himself with sugar to the point where he lost both of his legs a piece at a time. Like, first it was one foot, and then it was the other foot, and then it was up to his leg, and then it was up to his knee, and then it was up to, like, I watched it, and I witnessed it, and I'm like, why? Like, that is devastating to me. And I just was so afraid of that. And she reached out and she's trying to, it was a funny video because she was trying to figure out her own blood sugar machine and she couldn't figure out how to do the and she's like, she messed it up. She's all, I don't know how to work this thing, but I'm in it with you. And it was funny and it was so touching to me. So anyway, she made a mermaid. It's a crocheted mermaid. She, for the longest time, she has just focused on wearables, like big giant cardigans and like hats and like stuff that she could sell at the market easily. And so her big focus has for a long time been either big giant blankets with thick yarn or big giant cardigans with thick yarn. She likes thicker yarns, which is fine. And that's cool. But when she was doing the shop, when she was running her own store, she was started to make amigurumi. And I was like, I do not have the patience. I can make an amigurumi like once every 6 months, but like that's the end for me. I don't like amigurumi. It hurts my hands. Like making these knitted knockers, they hurt my hands bad. And I know you can make them with fatter yarns. Fatter yarns hurt my hands. So like there's making those tight stitches hurts my hands. And I'm watching her make all these gorgeous amigurumi and she's getting better and better and better with the more she makes. And I'm like, I just admire the people who can make amigurumi because I just don't have the patience. I don't like sewing pieces together. I don't like messing with the stuffing. Like amigurumi is just not my favorite thing to work on. Like I said, once in a while we'll make them and it's fun, but then we got to go do something else. So she made this mermaid. And the mermaid, and ironically I don't have purple hair making this video, but my hair is purple and will return to purple as soon as I find the time to put the purple back in my hair. I'm kind of looking like I'm from like the 60s a little bit. Like this is totally like a vibe. I'm gonna go put on my like cute little skirt because you weren't allowed to wear pants back then. And I'm gonna go dance at the whatever they danced at, I don't know. Because the sock hop is really like the 50s. And I'm thinking I'm more along the 60s. So like, you know, and the 70s was disco. What was the 60s music? Can you please tell me? Because I was born in 79. I have no idea what was happening in the 60s. I just feel like that what I'm thinking of is like all the Elvis movies my mom used to make us watch. Like Shelley Fabares and I think it was Viva Las Vegas. Or like who else was it? Was Shelley Fabares in that one? I don't remember. I can hear my mom yelling at me like, that's not it. You know what I'm talking about. Those cute little girls that do this on the beach, you know? And sometimes they're allowed to wear capri pants. Pedal pushers. My mom said pedal pushers. So, anyway. You guys see what I'm talking about. Anyway. So she made a mermaid and she put her in her shop and I think the price was like $65 Canadian or something like that. Cool, that's cool. And she has said several times she made a giant kraken or an octopus looking thing and she's made all these things and she always struggles with price and I understand that. I suffered through that through the photography business I had. I really had a hard time pricing at what I was valued at or what I was worth because I didn't want to rip people off. I didn't want people to think I was too expensive. So I kept my prices low. I also lived in a low income area and I wanted everyone to be able to afford it. And so I don't ever judge people for their prices. I'm going to be raw honest. Like you charge what you feel you're worth or you charge what you're like the value of it, right? I know the value of amigurumi. I know how much work goes into it. I know how much like tediousness there is to certain pieces, right? So anyway, she made the mermaid and she was debating over the price put in her shop. And then she made a couple other things after that. And I kept thinking about the mermaid for two reasons. The mermaid was kind of on the chunky side. Mermaid had purple hair. Okay? And I was like, but I kind of need a mermaid that's fat with purple hair. I just do. And when all was said and done and her shop was closed and she's like, all right, I'm not taking any more orders. I commented on her video. I was like, do you still have the mermaid? Because I kind of want her. And she's all, no, the mermaid's sold. And I was like, oh. She's all, contact me. I forgot to contact her. I was like, I'll contact her a lot later. Totally slipped my mind. Because I got a lot happening in here, okay? I'm very, like, speedy lately. And with everything else going on, like my brain is just constantly, you can tell, you guys can tell, like you're in a mood lately. Yes, I am. My ADHD is wired. My brain is lit up. I forgot to message her, and she didn't even have to give me her email address, but I was like, I know your email address, okay? Like, we've communicated via email. I know it. And she emailed me like the next day or something. She's like, so what's up? Like, what do you want? Your mermaid colors? Like, whatever. And I was like, I just want her to look like me. I want her to be fat with purple hair. Like, I just want a fat mermaid, okay? I want a mermaid that represents my body. Just like all the little girls were so happy when they got a black skin or a brown skin mermaid for the new Ariel live action. I want a mermaid that looks like me. Don't get me wrong. I like Ursula, but I want to be a mermaid too. Okay? I don't want to just be the villain. And so I said, I just want it to look like me. I want her to be chunky with purple hair. Now she made a whole video and uploaded it, which I will put in the community tab. I suggest you go watch it. I enjoy Sandy a lot. I like her adventures and her hijinks, and I like when George pops on, and George is her husband, and he thinks he's Mr. Studmuff, and he's always in the background like flexing and stuff. It just makes me laugh. God love George. He just cracks me up. And even my niece years ago, I was watching Sandy and George, and we were laughing at George. George was just being ridiculous. And he was actually being slightly offensive in the video, because he does on occasion say things that are slightly offensive. And I'm watching it with my niece, who was 17 at the time. And like I said, I've been talking with Sandy a long time. We both started our channels around the same time. And I'm watching it with my niece, and my niece is laughing. And she's all, oh my God, I really like him. He's so funny. And so I messaged Sandy. I was like, my niece really likes him. And she's all, oh God. Because he's kind of a bad influence for younger people, because he does say things that are slightly offensive, but he's funny. He's funny, and he doesn't mean anything negative, but he's a big old character, okay? He's got a personality so large, and he's funny to watch. But really, I watch for Sandy, because she's my girl, you know? And so, anyway, I have no idea why I got on that. I was talking about the mermaid. So she made a video of the process of making the mermaid. I didn't watch it because I wanted to be surprised. And even though I'm sitting here with it open, I have not looked in at all. I can feel her tail is sticking out. And she put purple paper in here. That's all I saw. So I wanted to show you guys. Now, I'm going to tell you this. I love, love, love being an American. Just like I'm sure she loves being a Canadian. Because when she sent me the price, we didn't discuss the price ahead of time. And it said like $105. And I'm not questioning her. And I was like, oh. And then I went to go pay it. And it was only $81 American money. I was like, whew. Because I didn't have $100 at that. I mean, I had $100. But I didn't. At that moment, I was like, $100. Holy crap, how much was shipping? And I can tell you how much shipping was. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. Because this girl is heavy. Yeah, I don't think it says. Unless I can't see. $44.44 for shipping. And I knew that going in. And like I said, I am not going to complain about the price. But when I saw that $100 and then it dropped down to $80, I was like, whew, thank God. Thank God I'm an American and my prices dropped. And she's at the same time going, thank God I'm Canadian, because like $100 is better than $80, right? So it worked out for both of us. I was expecting that anyway, because she said $65. And I was like, okay, 65, even if it's like 40, or not 40, even if it's like $25 with shipping, which is 25 American is what I was thinking. I was expecting around 80. And so it all worked out, and I was happy, and I'm a happy girl. And I ain't even seen her yet, but I know the Sandy put love and thought into this, and I know I can feel that she's fat, which makes me super happy. All right, so let's just open her, okay? I'm going to try real hard not to show anybody's address, because she sent that to my home address. It's got her home address on it. And the other day, I made a big boo-boo, and I showed Mr. Cinnamon's work phone number, and I forgot to edit it out. And then I had to go back late in the evening, and it had already been up all day. And I had 2 people email me like, you left his phone number up. And I'm like, crap. I'm so stupid. Why did I do that? All right. Like I said, she's wrapped in purple paper. And it looks like bubble wrap. Oh, she sent me a card. Jen. I really hope you like her. Thanks so much for your friendship and support. Much love, Sandy Crochet in Canada. Ditto. Thank you for your friendship and support. All right. Oh, she's got a crown. Oh my god. How cute is she? Oh my god, she's so pretty. She's got a little rainbow little top on. Oh my god, she's cute, Sandy. And she's a chunker. Look at her. Gonna fold her little, what do you call that? Her little skirt. And she's got a little curly cues, and it's 2 different shades of purple, which is so, she's so cute. She's got a crown. Okay, you know what's really cute about this? The day I got married to Mr. Cinnamon, I had a tiara on that is almost identical to this with the heart and a dangle. Almost identical, except it was like bigger so it fit my head. And she has no way of knowing that. She's got a little starfish in her hair. Isn't she adorable? And her eyes are purple glitter. Look at her eyes. Hang on. See if we can get it to an angle where you can actually see them without the ring light. Like, she's so sparkly. She's got a little nose. Oh my god, she's cute. Sandy, I love her. Right, now I can go watch Sandy's video. Isn't she cute? She's a fat mermaid. I love her hair. She's so soft too. She feels like she's made with, there's different styles of blanket yarn. She feels like she's made with like the velvet style yarn, which I'm glad of because I cannot stand the feel of like actual blanket yarn. She's so soft. She smells good too. I imagine that's what Sandy's house smells like. She's so cute. Her little top is adorable. Look at her little chi-chis. Isn't she beautiful? Oh my god, Sandy, I love her. And yeah, I probably could have made one of these by myself. I really could have. But I didn't want to. Her eyes are so adorable. They're kind of centered like towards the middle a little bit. She's so cute. So, now what's really funny is when I contacted Sandy about this, just asking if she still had the mermaid, she of course said no. And then she also said in that video that she's not doing any more custom orders. Like, she's like, I'm not doing custom orders no more. Like I need a break right now. And as soon as she said that and I emailed her, she instantly signed herself up for a custom order. I love her so much. Oh, she's so pretty. She's so pretty. Oh, isn't she adorable? And she's got a little crown. She's a queen. There's the back of her little hair cap. Isn't she cute? Oh, her back is even cute. Look at it. She's all tied up back there. She is adorable. I like how dark her fin is. And she's stuffed really good, so like, you know, I can hug her and she's not going to fall apart. Because when I make amigurumis, I tend to understuff them. And so I learned that you're not supposed to actually understuff them. Oh, she's cute. Sandy, thank you. So, oh, you see my blood pressure is going up a little bit. I'm getting a little pink. Thank you, Sandy. I love her so much. Now I'm going to go back and watch Sandy's video. I encourage you all to watch that video too because she actually shows her making it. And like I said, I haven't watched the video yet. And that video's been out for probably 2 weeks now because this girl's been traveling. She has been traveling. I'm gonna probably go watch it right now because I was like, oh, I want to watch it. Like every time Sandy releases a new video, I watch it like right away. Like I said, within the first 3 days, but most of the time it's like the day she uploads it. But we don't comment on each other's videos, and she knows I watch her because when I do comment, I know everything that has happened in her life in the past 6 months because I watch all of her videos. And if you quizzed me, I could probably tell you a lot of things about Miss Sandy. But yeah, I didn't watch that one, and I'm itching to go watch it. And me and her are gonna go sit on the couch and watch it together. And then I have news for you guys on Monday, because and I signed me and the kids up to do something that is going to affect my life a little bit, but it's not a bad thing, it's a good thing. And so Monday we will talk about that, and I'm kind of excited about that, but it is going to affect the way things happen around my house for at least the next month. You know, life. I just, this thing that you're going to see on Monday is something that I have really felt my heart pulling to want to do for the past several months. And I brought it up to Mr. Cinnamon. I was like, I'm feeling really stuffy. I brought it up to him. I said, I have a crazy idea and I need to run it by you. And he immediately said yes and approved. And so because of that, he gave me permission. I don't need his permission, but like, I respect him enough to ask his opinion on things. And so, yeah, you're going to want to watch Monday. I'm just saying, you're going to want to watch Monday. The kids are not going to be a part of that video unless they're like assisting me to make the video, which they may have to do. But yeah, you're definitely going to want to tune in Monday. The Cinnamon Buns already know what's going on because I ran it by them as well, because, and I know some of you give me a hard time when I talk about the Cinnamon Buns, the paid members of the channel. It has nothing to do with monetary value of why I share talking about them or why I even discuss the member videos. I have told the members that, and there's a lot of members that have been with me since day one. And in case you don't know, memberships are $4.99. I get $3 of that. So for $3 a month in my pocket, I make 4 extra videos. I make a video every Saturday, and those videos are very personal. The reason I keep those as member videos, because there are people in this world who are just mean and hateful. And they watch my channel not to enjoy the content, but to gather information and then talk crap about me, which goes back to the beginning of the video. I've really learned who my friends are this year. And I keep a lot of things very personal and private in the members, because I can see who is watching the members' videos. I can see who's commenting. And I know there are 2 members I know for a fact who pay just to get the gossip. I know for a fact. I know exactly who they are. With that being said, I feel safer over there in the private videos, sharing deep personal things. And it's not that I don't feel safe with all of you, it's I don't feel safe in the public arena sharing specifically things about my kids or like very personal things, because of the crappy friends that I learned that are not my actual friends, because of the whole situation of things that have happened this year. So if you're hurt and you have bad feelings that I don't love you as much because you can't afford the membership, that it could not be further from the truth. I just feel safer there because there's less people, because the 2 people that actually pay to gossip, I mean, I know exactly who they are and I know what they're saying. So they can just stay there. As long as they're quiet, they can stay. But for the most part, like, it's a lot more private and personal, and I feel safer, honestly, in a smaller environment to share some of those things, which is why I mentioned the memberships. Like, if you can afford it, cool. If you can't, I still love everyone that watches this channel. I appreciate the support. I appreciate you just watching the videos. You watching this video right here helps me more than the members do, financially, to be real honest. So it's not about, oh, they're giving me $3. No, that's not what that's about at all. It has nothing to do with the financial aspect of it. I feel safer over there. It's as simple as that. Now, I think I want to name her. And I'm thinking, see, I was thinking Marina, but I don't want to name Marina because one of my niece's friends is called Marina. But she's very marine-like, right? So trying to think of what we can name her. I mean, we could call her Starfish. We could call her Starfish. We call her Star. I think Star is a good name. What do you guys think? Because she's got those purple sparkly eyes. And I know you guys can't, her eyes are so pretty. Sandy makes these eyes. She puts the glitter on the background of them with like her little, I don't know how she does it. She does all kinds of stuff. Now I gotta tell you a funny story about Sandy, okay? Sandy was talking about ordering decals for her shirt for like months. And I'm like, what the hell is a decal? I gotta order my decals. My decals are coming in. My decals this, my decals that. And I'm like, what the hell is a decal? I don't know what a decal is. And then one day she's talking and she's all, look at the decal on my shirt. And she lifts up the shirt. I was like, is she saying decals? I mean, it was months of her saying decals. And I had no idea what a decal was. Because here we say decal. I don't know if that's a Canadian thing or if that's a Western Coast Canadian thing. I don't know. And I was like, what is a decal? Am I stupid? What is a decal? And the day I realized she was saying decal, like, I was like, God, I'm stupid. Why couldn't I figure that out? Had I wrote the word decal down and looked at the way it was spelled, I could have figured it out. It was a decal. It was just, I wanted to share that because it was months and I'm like, what is she talking? What is a decal? Because she's doing a lot of things. Like she started off, when I first started watching, she would just crochet. And then she got an Addy machine and she's having George pump out like all these machine knit hats for like the markets and stuff, which is fantastic. And then when she opened the shop, she started doing sublimation, which is heat setting images onto things. I have no idea how any of that works. That is way outside of the realm of things I want to learn. And she's learning how to like make designs and put things on cups and t-shirts and like, I mean, everything. She was doing all kinds of keychains, all kinds of cool stuff, right? And to me, that is all a foreign language because that's a rabbit hole. I have been down so many rabbit holes in the craft world. And she knows what I'm talking about because she goes down the rabbit holes too. Like, ooh, let's discover this. And then we have a new obsession, right? And a lot of you are like that too. Oh, and then another funny thing. This has nothing to do with Sandy, but I was watching a TikTok or an Instagram video or something the other day. And the guy was like, I'm at Michael's. And he's all, my wife recently started doing cross stitch or something like that. And he's like, and she's making this really cool blanket and she's making a tree and she ran out of green. Well, I'm over here at Home Depot and I figured I'd stop into Michael's and get her some embroidery thread. He didn't call it embroidery thread. He said the thread, the string that she needs. And he said, and I didn't realize how many shades of green there were. There's evergreen, light evergreen, dark evergreen. There's avocado, light avocado, dark avocado, medium avocado. And he's going on and on about all the shades of green that are in the embroidery thread. I mean, I can so relate because if I told Mr. Sin, even me, like if I go get a specific color of yarn, I clip a piece and I tie it to my purse so that I make sure I'm getting the right color at the store because a lot of times I don't have the labels with me. So I just take, I will cut the string and I'll tie it to my purse. And I'm like, is this the right color? And I match it up to the yarns that way. And so he was talking about all the different colors he saw, and I don't want to buy her the wrong color. And I thought about buying her every color of green, but then I don't want her to have to return the extra greens that she's not going to use. And I was like, does he not understand how crafters work? And then I went to the comments, and the very first comment was a woman saying, sir, buy her the extra colors because crafters hoard our products so that we can use them later on. Like we store them up. Even if we don't use them, we have them. And it was so funny to me. I was like, that is a fact. That is an absolute fact. Do I need 8 shades of green? No, but I know in the future. And I have, what's funny is I have a bucket up there. It's one of those multicolored rainbow buckets over here. It's all anti-pilling acrylic from Premier Yarns. And it's every shade of green they have. Why? Because I was going to make a green blanket of just different shades of green. Have I got around to it? No. But do I still have the green up there? Absolutely. Because one day I'm going to need those green. And every once in a while I'm like, I need green. And then I go in the green bucket and I'm like, all right, what shade of green do I need for this little tiny piece of a product, which is where the apple hat came from? Both of these were in the green bucket. And now I don't have whatever. Well, I still have some of that left over. But I used up all of juicy apple or fluorescent green or whatever that's called. So yeah. Alright, with that, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to go blow my nose because I'm feeling really stuffy. And then I have to go to a class tonight. And then I have to go take care of some very important business. And that you will see, we will talk about on Monday. I'm recording this on Wednesday, just so you know. But as soon as I saw her come in the mail. And what's funny is I have several packages coming in from all over the place. And I don't know what package is what, because the app just tells you, okay, here's the number, and you have a package coming from, like, I don't know, West Virginia, New Jersey. And the Canada one I could tell because it starts with CA, so the shipping number, what do you call it? The tracking number is like CA something. So I know that's coming from Canada. But sometimes, even if it's coming from the UK, it will have a normal code because it goes to a sorting facility in New York first. And then they just put a regular code on it and then it comes to me. Especially if it's going to my P.O. box. And so I got a package the other day to my house from the UK from a subscriber. You guys saw that in the Happy Mail video. And I thought it was something else because I'm supposed to be getting a package from a yarn company in the UK. And I've been waiting for it and I have not, and it showed up as a tracking number from the UK and I thought it was that, and I totally forgot that I was getting the package from Kathy. And I was like, what is this? That's not what it's supposed, why is this box so small? Because I was expecting the yarn. And I was like, oh, I forgot she said she was sending me, and like it was a whole thing. And then this girl was on the thing, but it said I was getting a different package today. And so I wasn't expecting her at all today, and I was expecting something else, and that didn't come. And I don't even know what that is that's supposed to be coming, because I don't think I've ordered anything. So it's like crazy. Anyway, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to go upload this video and get busy with things. I'm going to find a place to put her to where nobody can chew on her. And with that, I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys. Oh, members. Tune in tomorrow, members, because I'm going to give a preview of what's coming up on Monday. And you already know what's happening. So, with that, I will see members tomorrow. I'll see everyone else on Monday. Have a fantastic weekend. I love every one of you. Bye.